In this video, we will show you how to replace your Upstream O2 sensor on this Ford F-150 with a 3.5 liter engine. You're going to have one of these on each side of your vehicle, and the process is pretty much the same. Let's get into it. Okay friend, let's get started on our job. Safely make your way under the front of the vehicle. Now, if you were to look on either side of the transmission, looking at the exhaust specifically, you're going to find your Upstream O2 sensor, close to where your exhaust Y pipe connects to your exhaust manifolds. Once you find that sensor, let's start with the wiring harness. So we'll just go ahead and follow that wire all the way up to its connector. You can see it up here. Now once you found that connector, the next thing we need to do is try to press in on the locking tab. Typically that's going to be on the rearward portion of the connector. We want to press that in and carefully pull down on this connector. Once you have it disconnected, a quick inspection on both sides for corrosion. Grab that little tab. There. There's that. Let's have a peek up inside there. That looks good as well. Now we'll start unscrewing the O2 sensor from the exhaust pipe. We're going to be doing that using an O2 sensor socket. It looks just like this. It has to have a slot through it so your wiring harness can make its way through. Once you break this free, typically you can just unscrew it by hand. There we are. Let's see if that freed up. Now that we have the O2 sensor out of there, we'll just use some fine sandpaper. We're going to give this a light scuffing, confirming it's clean and free of any miscellaneous debris. Just wipe that down. A quick inspection. We want to make sure we have good contact with our O2 sensor on here. This looks good. Okay, let's prepare to install our brand new O2 sensor. When installing this, we're going to start with the O2 sensor first directly into the exhaust, starting it in by hand, and then we'll continue on snugging it up. When doing so, you want to be extremely careful not to twist the wiring harness too much. You can cause damage. Just spinning the wiring harness with it here. Once you have that snug, the next thing we need to do is go ahead and torque that to 35 foot-pounds. If you're working on the driver's side of the vehicle, you may find you have a hard time getting the torque wrench into this area. We're going to come in through the bottom, and we should be able to take hold of that and torque it. There we are. Now it's time for the electrical connector. We're going to take this, press it into position to lock it in. On the new O2 sensor, it does have a red locking tab, which is pretty common on the originals. Ours looked as though it must have been missing because I didn't have one to dislodge. I'm just going to take this, we'll press it up into position here, listen for a click. There's our click noise. A light tug confirming it's properly secured in place. Now I'm going to lock it in with that red locking tab. There we are. That looks good. Continuing on from here, you want to confirm that your O2 sensor wiring harness is not rubbing up against the exhaust. You can use a wire tie if necessary to pull it out and away. Okay friend, we finished our installation of our Upstream O2 sensor. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the process for one is pretty much the exact same thing as the other. Once you've completed your job, you want to make your way out from under the vehicle, start it up, let it run for a little while, and then take your vehicle for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. the only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.